Alright everybody, welcome to Low Budget TV's first ever time trying this. It's going to be a show we're going to try to attempt, and it's going to be a call interview type thing. And I'm on the phone with Stephen Blakesley from Sacramento area. How's it going, Stephen?
It's going very good, Tommy. How are you?
I'm great, man. Alright folks, for those of you down in Southern California who probably don't know Stephen, probably never heard of him, he is a one-of-a-kind guy, let me tell you. He does everything from announcing to website design. And, Stephen, let's start off with how you got into motorsports.
Well, like most people that have made motorsports a career, it's all thanks to my dad. My dad kind of raised me around the racetrack. He was a super fan up here in Roseville at All-American Speedway. And when I was 2 years old, I started going to the races, and I've been addicted ever since.
All right, now, going off of that, you've made a awesome choice of a career in the announcing world. I mean, let's face it, you're a pretty damn good announcer. Now, how did that interest spark?
Well, you know, it's funny. Most little kids, they'll say, oh, yeah, I want to be a fireman or a police officer. But ever since I was 2 years old, I always liked the announcers. And really, the biggest thing for me was Indy 500 when I was a little kid. And the announcers during the Indy 500 just blew me away. And that got me started. And it's just been a lifelong goal and dream. And not most people start out that way, but that's the way I've wanted it ever since I was little. Not to be the driver or the crew chief. I've always wanted to be the announcer.
That's pretty cool. I mean, okay, so you announce at Altamont Motorsports Park, which is up north. Going off that, what's the news up there?
Well, the news up at Altamont Motorsports Park is we're getting ready for a season that's going to really shock some people. We do have a little bit of a limitation this year where all of our races are going to be during the daytime, but that won't slow us up too bad. We're going to be running the late models in combination with the WestCar late model tour, and the rule books are the same up here for the touring late models and the local late models. And I think that's something that Irwindale might want to work on in the future, is having a way to have a tour and a local group that can run together. And it's going to allow us some really good car counts. And we're going to continue on as a NASCAR sanctioned track in 2008, but we are also adding USAC sanctioning and 8 USAC races in 2008. So we're very excited, and we'll also have the SRL tour for 3 races. Probably the biggest thing is our late model points fund is $80,000 next year. That's probably our biggest thing.
Wow, that's a lot of money, man. So, okay, and what else is the news up in Northern California? I know that you do web design and all that stuff, so let's hear it. Who is your clients for this year, and how many websites do you have going right now?
Well, I have approximately 25 right now, which is quite a few, obviously. And this is my, I'd say my 3rd year, although really my 2nd year full-time in web design and PR. The way I got started was I was the PR director for All-American Speedway for 3 years, and then I moved on to the WestCar Tour and to Altamont in 2006. Right now, I just signed a couple really big deals. The Drive for Diversity program is really valuable for both the drivers and for people in the media, because NASCAR requires all the teams to have full-time PR. So I'll be working with Golden State Racing, and they race out at Roseville, and they run 3 late models full-time, and they have driver Eric Schmidt, who was the SRL champion in 2006, and he's moving up to the West Series. So for the late model level, they're going to have Kristen Bombera from Texas as their diversity driver, and then Laura Hayes from USAC Sprint Cars, and she's 18 years old, and then John Moore, who's from Granite Bay. And then I'm working with RTD Motorsports, which is owned by Rob Dixon. And Rob Dixon was the crew chief for Justin Lofton last year, and they teamed up with Mike Gallegos. And I'll be handling all their website and PR for that deal full-time in the West Series. I also work with a baby grand driver named Michael Ray, who's 15 years old, and this kid is just super, super good. I work with Benny Moon, who drives for Bill McAnally Racing at All-American Speedway. and he won 2 late model main events last year, the season opener and the season closer, and got third in the points. So we're pretty excited about the future for him. And then I do a lot of websites for racing series. I work for the WestCar series, and I also do the website now for the auto brokers late models that run up in Lakeport and Ukiah. And then last but not least, there's a lot of other teams I probably missed, but last but not least, I'm starting a new company called Racing Gear Enterprises, and we're going to be selling driver apparel for drivers out at Altamont, and hopefully expanding to Roseville, Watsonville, Antioch, Madera, and Irwindale by next year.
Man, that's exciting. That's a lot of stuff you got to work with this year. So,
Yep.
All right, in closing, how many tracks do you think you're going to announce for this year?
Let's see, I'll be announcing at Ukiah and Altamont through the WestCar Series. I'll be announcing some races at Marysville Raceway Park, and hopefully a couple tracks and races outside of that. We'll see what we can put together for WestCar, but we might be going to Bakersfield or to Roseville, so I'd probably be announcing those as well.
All right, Steven, man, thanks for trying this out. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Tommy.
All right, no problem. Talk to you later.
All right, take care.
Folks, that is as low budget as you're going to get on low budget TV. But that was pretty cool. I'm Tommy Mason. Tell us how you like it. Email shorttracking96 at sbcglobal.net. And you know our YouTube. youtube.com/LBTV Productions. bcsportsimages.com. There's a form on there. Go rant and rave over that. Thank you. Bye.